Assalamualaikum and a very pleasant day I bid to each and every one of you. Today, our group is about to present on the topic of exploring the broader conceptualization of the SSEAYP through the value of friendship, relationship among participating youth after the 46 SSEAYP program. This ship is called MS Nippon Maru, where it houses the participating youth, or we call them SPY, for the current year and all the alumni that have boarded it throughout the decade. This is how the ship looks at night. This is how the ship looks like when it's about to depart on its next port of call for its next homestay country program. Gorgeous and marvelous, isn't it? Our research team comprises of Muhammad Yusuf Zulkefli, Limtin Ern, Zulhilmi Ben Zabri, which is myself, Ahmad Farid Abdul Fuad, Nur Faiza Afika Mansur, and Santana Loshani Kunalan. This is the Malaysian participating youth for 2019, or we call them as SSEAYP 46, taken in New Otani Hotel in Tokyo, Japan. Moving on to introduction, the Ship for Southeast Asian and Japanese Youth Program, called as SSEAYP, first commenced in 1974. It is made after post-World War II, where sentiments against the Japanese army were at its height. It aims to promote friendship and mutual understanding amongst the participating countries. This is because we cannot change the past. However, we can hope and strive for a better future, which involve all Asian country members, Brunei Darussalam, Kingdom of Cambodia, Republic of Indonesia, Lao People's Democratic Republic, Malaysia, Republic of the Union of Myanmar, Republic of the Philippines, Republic of Singapore, Kingdom of Thailand, Socialist Republic of Vietnam, and the host country, which is Japan. The program is about 52 or 53 days, involving about 30 to 40 participants from a given country, which will then be divided into 11 separate solidarity groups. Now I'm about to introduce you guys to all the 217 PYs from all Asian countries. This is Brunei, Cambodia, Indonesia, Japan, Laos, Malaysia, Myanmar, Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, and Vietnam. Our problem statement is the relationship of SSEAYP families and friends that develop throughout the entirety of the program, which inadvertently develop into SSEAYP upon the fulfillment of the 2 months duration program. Our objective is to explore the broader conceptualization of SSEAYP, as the meaning of SSEAYP can have a verifying degree to different extent concerning different PYs. So these are some of the photos taken throughout the 2 months duration program. Our research method is done through the data analysis from interviews of 22 participants from each of the 11 countries, which is based on phenomenology qualitative research method. The purpose is to develop perspective, perceptions, and understanding of people who actually experience SSEAYP. The sampling used is non-probability and purpose is sampling, and the collection of data is done through our in-depth interview of the participants, which is a semi-structured qualitative interview as the primary data collection, and it is done via Google Meet as a face-to-face interaction is not possible due to COVID-19. So, for descriptive validity, transcribed notes were sent to participants for consensus purposes, and which will then be reported on the interview, we meaning behavior or emotions for the question asked. Any unsatisfactory of interpretation will be remarked and reinterpreted until consensus is achieved, and then the researchers will form a theory on studied phenomena and evaluate with theorized perception. So this is some of the accuracy and validity of the research method done for this research. And there are some key findings from this research. First, the definition of SSEAYP. Basically, there are no clear definition of SSEAYP. For BPY02, it's a form of shock due to reverting back towards the normal life. For SSEAYP02, it's about all the good times that they had during the program. For SPY01, it's the feeling of friendsick, lovesick, seasick, and other forms of sick, which attributes to definition of SSEAYP. So from this research, we conclude it is a form of loss which was felt for each and every single of the PYs for the rest of their life. So these are some of the photos which were taken. So this is a form of SSEAYP too, as the sceneries were breathtaking. I'll let the pictures do the talking for a while, okay guys? So these are some of the sickness found in SSEAYP, which is an additional point. The seasick, the homesick, and the lovesick. So next is memory of SSEAYP. So for CPY02, it's calling their friend across the hallway ship. And for my PY01, homestay is the most memorable moment of the SSEAYP sick. So this is the photo taken in Japan, in Vietnam, in Singapore, in Myanmar, in Malaysia, and this is when we were about to depart to the next port of call, taken from the ship and taken from below it, the homestay family, which were also an integral part of the SSEAYP program. So basically, MayP01 said that it is a life-changing event which is filled with love and positivity. And for LPY02, this is a friendship and relationship growth because PYs were able to communicate effectively with each other throughout the program. So this is some of the key activities done on board. This is the flag hoisting event organized in the morning when the ship is about to embark on the next country port of call. So this is one of the solidarity group, which is SGK. This is one of the discussion group, which is DG7. And these are one of the activities on board SSEAYP Got Talent. This is the PY seminar. And last but not least, the picture taken just before we were about to finish the program, taken at Mount Fuji. For the discussion about SSEAYP, the concept of SSEAYP is that anything that triggers the recollection, SSEAYP memories, not limited to anything in particular. The definition of SSEAYP is mutual definition agreed. That is the feeling similar to a breakup and the losing of one of the most wonderful moments of a PY's life. So upon the completion of the program, the PYs undergo many growth either visibly or internally. There were plenty of wisdom, experiences, and or advice that they would like to share with the upcoming PYs. The PYs would also happy to share their culture with other JCN members. And SSEAYP is a platform where people can embrace their true potential and surpasses one's limits through the challenges that lies within it. Therefore, SSEAYP is one of the most prestigious programs in the world, and the PYs are the future leader of tomorrow that will change the world. In concluding all the points above, everyone is equipped with different experiences, ideas, and perspectives that help them to grow and shape them to the person that they are today. The wisdom gained is from their successes and also their mistakes and shortcomings. Therefore, the most important thing of all is to learn and enjoy the journey while it lasts. From the interview, all the PYs plan to connect with their family and friends across JCN after the COVID-19 pandemic. As of now, they are communicating via social media. So these are some of the activities, some of the PYs. And this is taken in Japan, the welcoming ceremony, and the time when we were about to perform, the national presentation, the flag ceremony. So the conclusion, all PYs are planning to connect with their SSEAYP family and friends and are planning something already. So this is what we can conclude is that SSEAYP turns strangers into family and friends. And this is where actually it's about coming to an end, which is the SSEAYP sick. I would like to quote from Muhammad Ali, which is, "Friendship is the hardest thing in the world to explain. It's not something you learn in school. But if you haven't learned the meaning of friendship, you haven't really learned anything." And I would like to end on a note that I bid that all of you please send a prayer to Myanmar because it is currently under the military occupation. And what SEAYP actually does is all of us are actually interconnected, and the loss that felt in Myanmar is felt to all SEAYP participants. So I would like to take this opportunity to please pray for Myanmar. And with that, thank you guys.